What up? Welcome to Tiny Pirate Gaming, a channel dedicated to producing unique, entertaining, and informative content related to Obsidian Entertainment's action-adventure survival game, Grounded. And if you enjoy this game as much as I do, then you probably find yourself sometimes shrunk to, maybe a centimeter in size. And as I'm sure you've learned, life can be rough when you're this tiny. You might have questions like, what should I do? Where am I supposed to go? How do I get big again? This perspective is messing with my mind. Or, holy crap buttered crumpets, Ant-Man, is that a bus-sized spider? No, my friend, that's just a normal spider. Usually harmless, regular in size. But since you're really small now, like, not just small, but tiny, it seems gigantic. Isn't it awesome? Or terrifying. We'll go with terrifying. But fear not, for I, the Tiny Pirate Gamer, have spent weeks at this size, and will remain this? Is that line true? Yeah. Oh. Okay. I see. And I will remain this size to bring you all the best Shrunken survivalist news and entertainment, because apparently until Obsidian finishes the game, we don't know how to reverse this. So, yeah.
I'm not just small, I'm tiny. This is freaking awesome!
Tiny Pirate Gaming.
Anyway, you're here because you know the game is about to get a new content release in a few days, and your miniature butt wants to know what you should do to get ready, right? Well, since this game is fresh, like fresher than that smell inside of a mid-caps container, fresh like that grub roast I ate for breakfast this morning, I'm talking as fresh and new as a drop of dew hanging mouth-wateringly on the tip of that tree-sized blade of grass. Yeah, fresh. So there's really not a right or a wrong way to play Grounded. It's like a sandbox open world. In fact, I can't believe there's not a literal sandbox to serve as like a desert-style region for our miniature adventures. Like and subscribe if you agree Obsidian should add a sandbox to the backyard. That being said, there definitely is a smart way to play this game. And if you want to be the best Shrunken survivalist in your group of miniaturized friends, then this is what you should do to prepare for Grounded's content update on August 27th. The first thing you want to do is beat the extremely short, like super short, almost shorter than me short, story content. It will guide you to a few key landmarks in the backyard, introduce you to Burgle, the miniaturized burger bot, and open up the option for you to purchase base building and equipment upgrade recipes, in exchange for raw signs, the purple glowy stuff you sometimes find. But before you can buy any of the really good upgrades, you're first going to have to find his 2 missing Burgle chips. I'm sure they're going to add more later, but for now there's only 2. And ain't you just the luckiest little bug-sized person, because the first chip is literally right at Burgle's feet. Seriously, couldn't get this one on your own, BurgerBot? Well, here you go.
Science manager, you know in prison they call fries chips. Crazy, huh?
The second chip will be more difficult to reach, because it is located in the westerly anthill, northwest of the first field station you discovered after being shrunk. I highly recommend crafting some tier 2 armor and at least an ant club before besieging the anthill. Remember, you're like a centimeter tall, and soldier ants are bigger than you, with mandibles that can shear off an arm. So be prepared. Bandages, torches, arrows, anything you think you might need, bring 2 just to be safe. When I did my invasion of the anthill, I already had a mint mallet and ladybug armor, but it was still a bit of a challenge to keep from getting surrounded and torn apart by the vast numbers of soldier ants you will encounter inside. You will find the chip in the very bottom of the chamber of the anthill, and it is also the only location currently in the game where you can find ant eggs, so maybe grab some of those too. I didn't find any, and I was trying to film this stuff, so I didn't really look too hard, but maybe you guys can find some, because after you clear out the ants, it's pretty chill in there. If you haven't already, after you give BurgleBot his first chip, make sure you don't forget to also purchase the stairs and the floors recipe for 1,000 raw signs. With these new blueprints, you can construct multi-story miniature mega structures that will almost make you feel normal sized again. This is my miniature mega tower. It's almost 2 feet tall now and like 15 shrunken stories high. My next recommendation is to collect plant fiber and sap. Build a few barrels from woven fiber and some clover leaves inside a nice elevated supply base and make a crap biscuit load of bandages. I don't know about you guys, but I take damage all the time when I battle bugs. Even mites manage to always get in a cheap bite or two, so I always keep a healthy supply of bandages in my miniaturized backpack, as well as stored at my supply base for easy replenishment. And considering we're maybe going to be dealing with fish who can probably swallow us in one bite with the update, we're going to need bandages. Lots and lots of bandages. And also, you'll want to get your hands on a mint mallet too. Matter of fact, get all the best gear. A mint mallet, an ant club, an insect bow, and an insect axe, ladybug armor. You will want it all by the time the pond update is released. So get busy. Another thing you can do is explore. Try to find the raw science orb so that you can purchase more recipe upgrades from BurgerBot and familiarize yourself with the layout of the backyard. Raw science can be hard to find, but with some shrunken survivalist effort, you're sure to track down some of it over the next few days. And finally, the last bits of shrunken survivalist words of advice I have to share with you is kill a bunch of mites, get a bunch of sap, and craft a bunch of armor glue. And then get out your trusty little hammer and go down into those creepy dark bug tunnels and mine some quartzite. That sweet, sweet quartzite. It keeps your weapons nice and sharp. So sharp, in fact, that I bet a miniature Phil Swift could use it to saw a miniature leaf boat in half, to then sell some miniature flex tape. At barely a centimeter in size, those little tools and gear you have come to rely on as trustworthy and dependable are actually little pieces of almost nothing, and will eventually need to be repaired. If you don't believe me, then I challenge you to kill a real ant in the real world, and go see how small their mandibles really are. And if you do go out and kill some ants, there's a nasty colony near my shrunken campsite, and you'd really be doing me a huge favor. Considering I'm shrunk for realsies, I'd really appreciate it. And that covers it. Shrunken survival advice about what you should do in Grounded before the pond update from a real-life shrunken survivalist. I hope it helps you out. And if it did help you out, or if you just enjoyed this video, then you'd be doing me a huge favor if you could leave me a like. And if you would like to see more Grounded-themed content from a real shrunken survivalist, then consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to ring that little bell so you can always be notified whenever a new video is uploaded here on Tiny Pirate Gaming. And if you enjoy Grounded as much as I do, then let me know in the comments. What is your favorite part about being a shrunken survivalist? I'd really like to know. You can also follow me on Twitter at TinyPirateGamer, where I post some of my artwork as well as some fun Grounded-inspired fiction about my life as a real-life shrunken survivalist. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
Arg, matey, watch your step. There be a tiny pirate here.